Alright, quick TronCrush update. First of all, if you saw my video from yesterday and my two I did yesterday or last evening, this is what I did a live stream and then I come back and did a video. I stayed up. I am currently on a cruise, believe it or not, and I'm streaming internet, so my internet's a little bit shaky. This UI for TronCrush isn't good at all. So that, I don't know if that's part of it. I know that is part of it, and then part of it is my internet sometimes goes in and out, which has been a little bit of a pain, but I'm making it work. Just before we get into TronCrush, the dividends are looking incredible. Participation is strong. These jackpots are insane. The mega jackpot here, it says it's on around 26. I don't know what that means. It doesn't make sense to me because nobody's actually, I don't think anybody's actually won this. Over here, this crush jackpot's been won a few times. It's over 126,000, so do the math on that. That's roughly 3,000 USD. Someone's going to win that, and that's crazy. I thought I won it a few times. I will tell you, if you're mining TronCrush, I know you can't pay attention to these numbers. They're not accurate. You have to kind of pull it up on chain right here to verify. The UI is horrible, bottom line. But before I get too deep into this, I don't want to forget to talk about this. Someone on my channel asked for a quick update on 888. Divs are looking pretty good in 888. We actually are ahead of where we were at today. So we're already on track to beat, even with TronCrush, token 888 is holding its own, and divs are even improving. And I think that's really good. Let me just quickly pull these out of here before I forget. If it will do it, this internet connection is crazy. I will unfreeze real quick to collect these. I was doing a little bit of gambling over here yesterday. That's how I earned these 8 tokens as I was waiting for TronCrush to open up. Unfreeze. There we go. So we got those. Those went straight to the wallet. Freeze back. That shouldn't make me do that again. Accept. There we go. All right. So dividends are looking good, and I think part of it is this roulette's coming out. If this thing looks anything like this shows, this is a very reasonable roulette. Could it always be better graphically? Yes, but this looks very interesting. 888 might ultimately be the sleeper. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm glad I've got 3,000 tokens that I'm holding on to, and just over 3,000, and I'm going to keep holding on to them because this looks interesting. The other thing that I like about 888 is they add this buy Tron button, which takes you to Changely. I think that's really good for people coming into the space. If they're already in cryptocurrency and they're like, well, you know, how can I get Tron? Just click on the button. They're making it more user-friendly, I guess, for the new player, which is going to make it easier onboarding or bringing people in. So that's ultimately good. So that's all that's going on right now with 888. They're holding their own in spite of the TronCrush FOMO. To be honest with you, at this point in time, it has to be only the gamblers that are over here, because I can't imagine why anyone would not be killing TronCrush right now. We don't know what we don't know what's going to happen here. Someone said they were worried because it was a new platform if the divs were going to get paid out. Well, if the divs didn't get paid out for some reason, that would absolutely suck. But by the way, the UI just glitched there, or my internet did one. I'm not sure which. If the divs didn't pay out, that would just suck. But in Telegram, my buddy's in Telegram, and they've been extremely responsive in Telegram. Last night when it didn't launch, they said it wasn't going to launch. They said there was a glitch. It was going to be delayed. They were working on it, but they had it up in 30, 40 minutes. And then shortly after launch, they said, hey, there's another glitch. We need to pull basically we need to stop the website for now, and we'll have it back up in 2 minutes. I think they had it back up in a minute. And then they ended up stopping it one more time for one other update. And so that's really, really good. And I've been mining this basically whenever I can. A few times it's stopped. A few times it's had to stop for whatever reason. And again, I don't know if it was a UI or if it was my internet. But I'm currently mining 500 Tron right now on auto. And I have it to full, 97% chance of winning. I've made it to VIP level 5, which is good for future references, like if I end up actually playing, because I do game a little bit. So if I end up coming over here to play, it's going to be good to. This is a bonus. This is a little advantage no one's talking about. Basically, it decreases the house edge, their VIP levels. The higher you are, the lower the house edge is, which is good. You can get you can get the house edge down to 30%. I mean a 30% decrease on the house edge just by being a higher VIP level. So my current plan is I'm going to keep mining this. Just to recap, if you want to play on TronCrush or 888, or if you want to mine TronCrush, I'll put links down in the description. But someone was asking questions about mining. And when it comes to mining, the way that it works is it's just based on wagers. So someone said, can I just bet once, or do I got to keep betting? It's based on wagers. So the more you wager, the more tokens you're going to get on each round, essentially. And right now we're still in the first, well, we're still in the bonus phase. I don't even know what round we're in right now, and I'm not even sure how to tell. That's one thing that I'm not even sure how to tell. So if someone knows how to tell that, you can put it down in the comments. But so basically, you can wager 10,000 Tron, and if you lose it, you lose it, because it is gambling. That's why you see I have a 97% chance of winning, and I'm just making wagers over and over and over again. Yes, you're going to slowly lose. You win most of them, 97%, but 3% of your bets you're going to lose. And when you win, you only win 6.7 Tron. When you lose a full 500. But again, it comes out in the wash, over time. I've mined about 30,000 of Tron worth, and I'm close to 3,000. Close to 3,000 Tron. Divs are looking, close to 3,000 TTC, TronCrush coins. I guess that's what that stands for. I'm close to about 3,000 of them. I'll show you that in a moment. But you just keep earning them as you mine. So mining is nothing more than wagering over and over. You put it on auto wager, 97%, roll over 97, which is a 97% chance of winning. Roll under 97, sorry. 97% chance of winning. Someone gave me this advice on bet sizing. You really want to bet the highest bet that you can, that gives you a chance to make a bunch of rolls. Because it's important to understand this 97% chance, it has to work itself out. Anyone can make one bet and win or lose. So it has to work itself out. So at a 97% chance of winning, you got to do hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of bets to get a true 97%, where most of your bets were 97% winners and only 3% of them were losers. So someone mentioned taking 1% of your bankroll. So if you have a 50,000 Tron, bet 500. If you have 20,000 Tron, bet 200. Someone suggested that. I just recently upped it because I just wanted to go faster, basically. But that's just my call. The higher your bet is compared to your bankroll or your Tron balance, then you're taking a little bit more risk, probably. But I think that 1% number, not investment advice, but it's something to think about from a starting point. Again, nothing on this channel is investment advice. I'm an amateur. Follow my advice and you might end up losing Tron. But nonetheless, this is an entertainment channel, and it's a lot of fun to talk about, and it's a fun space to be in. Now, just to show you the dividends, and I wanted to wait to bring this up because I don't know if it's going to come up. The UI is kind of funky. Okay, here we go. Sweet, it came up. So here I am at 28. That came up really fast. 2,800 total. I've got to withdraw these and freeze them, and it's really easy. Click withdraw. Success. They'll show up here in just a second when that goes through. Sometimes you have to do the confirmation thing, but then you click all to freeze, and then it will success, and they will be added down here, and you're all done. It's just that simple. There you go, 2,800. Now, right now, for every 1,000 Tron coins, TronCrush coins, we'll get 6,342 Tron. If you saw last night, this was like way high. It was like 18,000. And I saw a comment or another YouTuber talking actually, and he was like, this can't maintain, it can't stay this high. Yeah, he's absolutely right. In the beginning, the advantage to being in the beginning is it costs a lot less to mine because as the stages increase, mining costs go up, and I'll show you that here in a moment. Right now we're projected to get about 17,000 Tron, or I'm projected to get about 17,000 Tron with this amount of TronCrush coins. Of course I'm going to be getting more because I'm still mining, and I'm going to keep mining for a little while, especially right now. Holy smokes. So we still got another day and 3 hours, almost 4 hours before the next payout. In the beginning, you mine because it's cheaper, but you get diluted faster. So that's important to understand. So keep in mind, I was one of the very first people to start mining this. So when I first started mining, I mean, it was showing crazy numbers like 30,000 expected payout is 30,000 Tron per 1K TCC. But even if I had been able to, you got to understand, the more tokens there are, the more you get diluted. I want to explain this because some people can't wrap their brain around that. So if I have 1,000 tokens and then 10 other people start mining, all of a sudden my 1,000, I get diluted because those 10 other people are going to get hypothetically another 1,000. So I'll get 1/10 of the pool. I'm one of 10 people basically, or 9 other people. I'm one of 11 people, however you want to say it. Now, dilution happens slower over time. So for example, if people continue to mine, by day 2, day 3, day 4 of mining, it takes a lot more people mining to dilute you. So if my 1,000 tokens, if someone else mines 10,000 tokens and I mine 1,000, then I'm one of, I only have a little less than 1/10. Make it easy. If I have 1,000 tokens and someone else mines 9,000, I'm 1/10 of the total pool. But for me to get diluted again, down to say 1/20th, then you'd have to have 10 more people, or somebody else would have to come on, and they would have to mine a full 10,000 tokens. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So dilution happens faster in the beginning. Dilution slows down. It always happens because more tokens are getting mined, more people are coming on board in theory, and dilution over time just continues, but it just happens a little bit slower. So when people say, there's no way this can hold true, well, there's a few things that affect this number. One is how much you're diluted. That's one thing that affects this number. The other thing that affects this number is how much dividends are there. So there's currently only 17 million dividends. I got a funny feeling this number might triple. Again, not investment advice. I'm not a professional. I'm an amateur in this space. You're following an entertainment channel. Consider it satire. But seriously, historically, the second day of mining, especially when people see how high this is, because I don't know exactly, but I think it's about 10. I think it's taken about 10 Tron. I would have to do the math on it. I don't have time right now, but I think it's taken about 10 Tron or so to get 1 TCC. So, I mean, we may see this go up exponentially. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. If this goes to 30 million or 45 million or 50 million, and that could happen if the second day holds true, we'll just have to see if that happens. It's hard to predict this stuff, but it is exciting, no questions, especially watching this right here. Let's go back home. Watching these bonuses just go up, up, and up. This thing right here could be historic. This may be eventually one of the biggest bonus payouts in all of TronCrush. If you don't know how this works, basically, eventually, it ain't gonna happen now. When it goes for a full 2 minutes, it says 2 minutes, but it only shows a minute here. So maybe it's been changed to 1 minute. If it goes a full, notice it's not going anywhere. 43, 44, 43, 44. It's because people keep auto betting. But at some point when mining slows down, if this thing goes for a full 2 minutes and nobody places a bet, then someone's going to win this, which means there's going to be a whole bunch of people watching this and not letting it go. Someone posted a comment and said, who the heck would let that go for 2 minutes? Nobody would do it on purpose, but everybody can't stay up and watch this nonstop. So there'll come a time at some point in the future when this will eventually get paid out, and it could be millions of Tron potentially by then. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I am mining this thing. I am mining this thing. I am mining this thing like crazy. And we will just let it run. See how slow that took? It's not accurate here either. The balance is a little bit off, just like 88 was. It's not consistent, but it doesn't matter. We're getting the tokens as long as payouts occur, and I think they will. Again, devs have been extremely responsive in Telegram. I think that's going to be a great sign. I think they're definitely making Tron that they're going to be able to use to hopefully update the UI. So I'm excited. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in 88, but right now I'm glad to be mining this because I think this is going to be an incredible opportunity. If you're mining TronCrush, or if you're wanting to mine it, what are you waiting for? If you mined 88 and you mine TronBet, I think it's crazy not to diversify and mine TronCrush. Links will be in the description or in the comment. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be covering in later videos. I'm going to be doing some diversifying. I'm going to be looking at EOS dApps and just kind of see what's out there. I'm really looking for who is creating products or businesses that consumers are going to be using. That's really what I'm looking for. And the thing I like about EOS is they were in the dApp space first, so they got a little bit more of a following in some of their projects. So I'm gonna just be doing some investigating on EOS. If any of you know good YouTube channels, good YouTubers with good content for EOS, by all means, please put them down in the description. I'm going to be looking at some other platforms as well. And if you like this space, you like cryptocurrency, you like dApps, you like being able to earn passive income, you just love all things related to cryptocurrency, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you're not mining TronCrush, what are you waiting for? And if you are mining it, let me know how it's going for you. Put it down in the comments. And if you know how much it's costing you per mining, if you know what you spend on mining, it's been hard for me to track it. Normally that's what I do. I look at my balance, I kind of run it for a while, look at how many tokens I've got, and I divide my total tokens by the amount that I've mined. It's just been hard because my internet's been shaky, or it's the UI, and I've started and stopped. Listen, today we got off on an island. I had, because I'm on this cruise in the Caribbean, and I started this last night, went to bed, woke up, it was still running, or I had to restart it this morning actually. And then we ended up going for breakfast, went out to the island, come back, I had to restart it because I had stopped again, but it's back running. I literally have been keeping this running as much as I could, trying to mine as hard, as fast as possible while it's still early. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.